Alright, that's like, where's my water? There it is. Alright, well, it's already over 80 degrees. This temperature is kind of crazy out here. Kind of not a fan of crazy hot weather anymore. What's up, everybody? Well, today's focus is kind of going to be like this in the beginning. There's this format that we do. We're fighting called the triathlon, and it starts with sword and shield, and then it's a round of longsword, and then a set of sword and buckler. What is up? What's up there, Tommy, Tesseract, Lucky, Robert? What up? Alright, so I think how we're going to start today is we're going to do some sets of triathlon. Just to roll through it. I haven't done a triathlon set for a while. So I have the longsword sitting there. I think what we'll do, maybe like 50 hits with the sword and shield. We'll do 100 of the longsword, set opposite 150, and maybe 20 with the sword and buckler. But we'll work on like speed for those ones. So it'll be like sets of 170. We'll try and get through roll through like 10 of those. All right, here we go. They do give you like a minute break in the middle, though. You know what I mean? Did somebody write something? Oh, no, not yet. Yeah, right? We're at 6.8% of a million. This is day 22. Whoa. I hope but I hope you're not hearing the vibration of that phone call. Like, why is it every time I start to stream and then somebody calls me? Alright. That'd be the first set. Oh, I can't lean that shield up against there. They usually give you like a minute break in between. Yeah, right? What's up there? Something, Jake? Yeah. And, I like to be able to think that I sort of, in longsword, have the same kind of little combos I work on all the time. Maybe not all the time. I just noticed I'm not on the camera. But, of course, when you're out there, they're moving around. They're not going to let you just sit here and hit them like 40 times in a row. You know what I mean? This is one of my favorite little combos here. So, if this is their sword side, so I'm like attacking their sword side. But then we usually make them bring their sword over here, and then I go lower for the ribs, and I back up when I do it. Like, to keep my head out of it, you know what I mean? I can dodge with my head a good bit. What's up, Sully? Boohurt. I do some SCA, but this is there's a category where it's sword and shield, and then it's longsword, and then it's a buckler duel. So, I figured I might roll through like 10 of those sets. The thing is, like, on top of it, I'm not really taking a break in between, if you know what I mean. So Boohurt is sort of like a whacking sport, and they kind of look at how hard you hit them. Like, you can't just go like this, you know. This is about as much of a movement I need to score a point in boot hurt. So, and as long as you bring the blade back a good bit. SCA is a lot more technical, you know, like, yeah, like SCA, literally, I mean, they want you to use like 3, if you do steel fighting in SCA, they literally have that rule where they want you to have 3 joints in action. Boot doesn't care about any joints in action, really. Plus, I just got off night shift. Once I get in my flow, I'll probably be moving my hips a little more. Alright, so now here, now I'll probably do like 20 kind of faster hits with the buckler. So that would be like, so these are going to be sets of like 170 or something like that. See, 150, yeah, about 170. And it's hot out here. If you're wondering why this tool don't have a shirt on, because I'm going to be sweating. Junior, what up? Here's our chart. So y'all can see we're on day 22. So we're actually over 3 weeks. I've had 1 day off. Oh, this thing's backwards. We'll fix that. Yeah, from the back, sure. Let's do it. Let me flip this camera around. Mirror it, whatever you call it. I'll try and move around more like I really would if we're actually having a duel. Let me unplug this because I don't want this cord to get in the way from the back. Having a duel. Let me unplug this because I don't want this cord to get in the way from the back. Hey, thanks for those reacts there, the likes, appreciate it. All right, here we go. I'll run through like my general normal stuff. And what's up, Wayne? What's up, Dracula? Or Dracula? What's up, Mary? Kirk? What's up, Matt? All right, here we go, right? Hey, thanks. And thanks for liking the live. All right. I generally actually, and I actually do. Thanks for hitting those likes behind my back. If you notice, I'm a hairy guy. I have a lot of back hair. All right, I actually generally even start off on the fool's guard, just, you know, because you're not going to see it from the back. But that's usually my opening, you know, tap swords, and I usually sit like this. And I usually waste the first 15 seconds of the round because they're 60-second rounds, but I figure why fight for 60, you know, when you can fight for 45. Yo, and Sam and Mark. All right, we're doing a set from the back. We're going to get a critique here, I think. Yeah, bareback bachata. All right, I won't start in the fool's guard thing. I'll just go through my usual combos, left to rights, and the ups and downs I do. Here's a couple from range. These are the, you know, couple side to sides. Imagine though, we'd actually probably be running around or walking around, but in place. These are those. This is that shot I was saying, like the collarbone to the rib area. There's these. We throw in some of these sometimes from range. Some of the good old HEMA's work how it's like something else too in Boohurt. Well, let me. This is the last one. Let me show you. And then this is the in Boohurt International, you can't punch, you can't kick. So you'll probably notice for this set here is that I'm gonna do like the little helicopter. Yo, Tin Man, what's up? What's up, Steamy? Tin Man. We're talking about some form here. I'm getting a critique. So, thanks for hitting that button. So basically, whenever I'm going left to right, like doing the helicopter, like my Zwerkow, it's like I sort of stand squared up because there's no kicking. I don't have to worry about getting pushed for the most part. So this is probably the last part that of the forms if you're checking them out from behind. And those end up being like, I usually kind of stand square and I rotate on the balls of my feet. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought you were maybe gonna, yeah. That's how it looks. I have a couple videos of me just teeing off when we're just standing in place. And this is generally, so I usually go like this. When I swing forward, I bend this and so for my hip action, because I was like a competitive ballroom dancer, usually when I'm swinging this way, I'm bending this, and my rotation, hip rotation, I get from like straightening it out like in Latin dance. And I basically keep my hands kind of just like in here anymore. I used to have a lot more, oh, believe me, I used to do a lot more fancy stuff. But you know what? Boohurt is not a fancy game. Sometimes, all that fancy stuff, someone will just keep whacking you with like the same Oberhow. And you just basically are, some people just do this the whole time. I watched a video where a guy swung like 25 in a row to up here with just a couple where he'd aim down here. You know, he lost because he was an easy target all over the rest of his body, if you know what I mean. Oh, thanks. Nice. I just got off work. Well, I hope you have a good day at work. All right, yeah. Take his word for it. Jake, yes, I appreciate it. Thanks. Hope you have a good day at work, by the way. It says I have a flash goal. Might as well hit the button on that. See what that is. All right. Now, let's mark that. We didn't mark either set on here. I think we're actually a little below that. I wasn't counting on that last set. But that's fine. Sometimes we go over. Tin Man, if you are still there, what's up? I don't really get to officially say hi. If you're still there, Tin Man. Alright, so we got basically 270 for the day so far. I want to keep this thing up where I'm doing the this triathlon format. So sword and shield, longsword, buckler. I'm not going to take much of a rest in between the sets. I'll take the minute rest after the third set. I can tell this is the one I filled up with tap water. So I have this filter, and you know what happened? I've been filling up so many water bottles from being out here doing this stuff for like every day. And that, I'm like, man, I'm actually going to go through my filter. Those filters are kind of expensive. So I was like, you know what? One bottle will be the nice water. The other one will be the tap water. All right. Here comes our first set of this triathlon set. So that's just going to be like 50 of these. Alright, 50 of that. 50 of the 100 of longsword coming up. Make sure I don't miss anything in chat. Hey, what's up, vacationer? Thank you, vacationer. Making sure I don't miss any messages. Thanks for follow, John. G-Force, what up? This is day 22 of the whole year. This is the worst one right here. Alright, now 20 of the buckler. Oh man, what's up OTs? What's up Lewis? Yo, Unique! Yo, what's up Unique UX? What's up? Ugh, this is like sweating in my eyes. Let me do a set of 20 on here and those ones are supposed to be for speed. I feel like it wasn't fast at all. Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right, Unique. Thank you for that tiny diny. All right, we're gonna skip the formalities of just a nice little buckler sit there, and for the tiny dinies, we're gonna do a more intense set. The sweat is getting in my eyes from this. Maybe I should turn them backwards. Whew. Thank you, Unique. All right. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, like I don't know if you noticed that you're in the. I make the credits now, so thank you for that gift there, and that'll be in today's whatever you call it, highlight. Like people have those Patreon lists, you know, like thanks to all my patrons. So I do. I thought it'd be nice to do. All right. Everybody that's here in chat is lucky. Oh, we're gonna have two. Yeah, all right. Now we got two of these sets to do. More intense. I am on the camera, right? Yeah. These will be the punches. Oh. That's a better height. And thanks. I'm glad it's entertaining because I figure at some point we're hitting this dummy a million times. Like, how many different combos can I do? You know? So a lot of times I bust my shield off my sword to send it forward. I don't know. Sometimes people here probably know that. Pretend we're clinched. Little headbutt there. Trying to always keep moving. Push off. Alright, quick little break. Oh, that woke me up. Yo. Oh, Leon, what's up? What's up there, Timothy? Oh, trying to spread the world of armored fighting. Another quick little break, then we're going to have another set here. Thanks for hitting that like button. Ronnie. Oh, sorry. Ronnie. Yo, thank you, Ronnie. This is that next set here for Unique. I don't know. So I think from letting this hat's got sweat in it so much. It's burning my eyes or something. Oh, it's my Zelda hat. I used to just save it on a shelf as a decoration. Oh, man. Yo! Noah Hawk. Thank you. Alright. Another kind of an intense set here. Here we go. And unique, if you're still there, I didn't finish talking about the your comment. By the way, had something else to add. Uh-oh. I shoved a pommel through the dummy's arm. All right. Well. Guys, I kicked the dummy over. Hang on. Didn't mean to do that. I'm pretty sure I was like I was probably actually like 110. Hey, listen. What's up, Punch? Oh. Unique, I tell you what. You know what I do? So, right, I don't know if you know from before. Let me before we forget. Let's keep track of these. I just dripped sweat all over this. This used to be just a decoration I kept, you know, like with my gaming stuff. And I was like, man, the reason I don't really wear it, I don't like the trucker kind of style hats, because I wear hats backwards a lot, and I just think this looks kind of goofy, showing my big bald head. This is where I started losing my hair first, so that's really gonna stand out. Just thought it looked a little goofy, and then I was sitting there, and I was like, man, I should wear that to stream. All right, let me just sit. I'm gonna get to about the working out stuff. So we're at 5. We're at 6:40 for today. All right, so check this out. For working out, because I think I'm grabbing my coffee right here. And I started getting another new blister. So for working out, yeah, thanks about the hat. I don't know, user, but I appreciate the comment. So, all right, you may not remember or know, because I don't know when I talk about some things. So I have a daughter, she's 14, she does horse riding, she just got started in lacrosse. So she has lacrosse tonight. And I'm doing this like practice, and it's for like an hour and a half. So what am I gonna do for an hour and a half? So in my car, I keep that plastic sword. I have a buckler in my car. I have an axe, a two-handed axe, a steel one. I want to find a good, I should just bring in my SCA axe, but, and I keep a jump rope, and I keep 2 sets of those ladders. You know, the ladders you put on the ground? So tonight, when I'm waiting for her to do her practice, I'm going to get those ladders out, and I'm going to do just, I'm going to get like probably an hour workout. Not like just an hour straight doing it, but like getting, I try and get in some sets, you know what I mean? So it's like, being active and having so much to do, but being able to like try and get a workout. That's one way I kind of sneak by staying active. So yeah, I mean, you can work out like if you're just like waiting around for something in your car, and it doesn't matter if you get a little sweaty, like you're not going to dinner or something, you know, with the family. You get there like 15 minutes early, do some ladders. I did that actually. It was like freezing out, and I was all dressed up. We went out to dinner in town here. I posted a video, it's like years ago, but I was like, when you're the first one to arrive, and I was all dressed up doing my ladder drills. Alright, that coffee is pretty good actually. I'm a little bit out of it. I only slept a couple hours so far after my daughter's horse show. I worked all night doing this. I'm going right. Yeah, even just having a jump rope in the car is clutch, you know. There's so many times you get out and like five sets of jump rope, you know, do some ladders, come back, do a couple sets of jump rope in between, take a break, edit a TikTok video for today. I don't go to the gym, I don't work out. I used to, but see, I don't really have like chest muscles or nothing. This is all just sword muscles and fighting and armor muscles, I guess. Next set of this triathlon, anyone just tuning in, the triathlon format is sword and shield, and then longsword, and then buckler. So I'm doing sets of like 170 about where I'm gonna do this left-handed. Yeah, you know what, we're gonna do that. We're gonna alternate. So this is gonna be a left-handed set. It's even gonna be left-handed longsword. Oh, I know. And now that I'm so into this, like, at the beginning, I tell you what, day 3 and day 4 on here, I was kind of like, man, I was like, this is gonna be something. But now I'm so used to it, you know. You gotta make some sacrifices, though. I used to play Warframe, if you know that game Warframe, like every day, at least a couple hours a day, and I haven't played it really at all in weeks. There's a new update that came out, so I farmed all the parts for the new Warframe, but it's crazy, like. I'm just working out. No, yeah, I haven't played that. Like, we don't really watch movies. My daughter and I watched Yellow Submarine. Is that the movie? The one with the blue meanies? So I did actually watch a movie lately. What's up there? Chic? Warframe. Or I'm like end game in that. Like I have every single thing in the game and everything's maxed out. Like literally, I've been playing it for like 11 years. Yo, all right, Unique. Oh, making me do some work. All right, let me. We're gonna do this triathlon set tonight, everybody. I owe Unique a high intensity set afterwards. This is left-handed. and I just smashed my pinky finger off my shield. It actually hurt. All right, now we're gonna do some left-handed longsword. This could be a little slow. This could actually be, I'm only gonna do 50 of the left-handed longsword because I'm not used to it. I don't wanna like injure myself. All right, left-handed longsword. You know what? Actually, that should be 50 years. I'll do it. I'm gonna take a quick break to read chat, and then do another 50. Yeah, right. Oh, well, yeah. I got you. I like to make it like I appreciate that. The no obligation. In a way, though, it helps me pick up the pace. Because sometimes, you know, like I'm on here, we'll be talking for 5 minutes. I'm like, oh, I haven't even done a set. Another 50 left-handed. Hey, Tin Man again. I'm practicing the triathlon format. I never tried one of these left-handed. So we got 50 of the longsword after all. Thanks for hitting that like button. Where's my my plastic sword? There it is. I do need to order another one. I'm gonna order another different kind of plastic sword, everybody. I think this is the cause of my blisters. This grip. All right. And then the buckler set. Bucklers are just first to 5 points. So I'm just working on a cut like 2 or 3 strikes at a time for speed. Oh, that's so slow. Yeah, whatever. That was 20. Sets to 170. Uh-oh, dropped the marker. The nice thing about sets to 170 at the end, it's like bonus sets. That's like 210 extra hits right there. So yeah, I don't always just do sets of 100. Alright, so now we're gonna do a kind of like a hyper set for those dinos. Appreciate Unique. Oh man. What's up, 6 Killer 4? I just waved to Tin Man. What's up, Hocus Pocus? I guess that Community Fest thing is over. I don't know. I was used to, like, you get on before I stream. It's like check in for the day. You know, leave comments on other people's stuff. I found a couple lives to watch. Unique. I saw you were live, and I was doing something, and I came back, but you weren't live anymore. Yeah. Well, if you're on, and I'm, you know, and I'm cruising around, if you're live streaming, I'll see you in your stream. Much appreciated. Thank you for the dinos. I'm gonna do that set if you hang out for it, or if not, yes, we're still doing it. I can't. I'm not gonna be like I'm a slacker. Wow, my forearm's burning a little bit after that. Yeah. Knights of Knee. Knee! Oh, I wonder if there's a good clip to make out of that. You know what? I thought of something. I'll have to go around and get footage, Joe, from other people's stuff. I'm gonna take a Bruno. I'm taking a screenshot of that so I remember. And if so, if I can find a good, some nice knees from people in armor hitting, like kneeing each other, which I know some people have some clips. Thanks, Bruno, and you definitely get the shout out. I like to take a screenshot, that way I can like highlight that comment, you know, like the knights who do knee. There's a couple good clips, someone getting kneed in the head, stuff like that. That'll be a good highlight video, I think. Kind of rolling with these sets of 170, doing the triathlon format. Not trying to sit around too long. I'm grabbing my other water bottle because now it's in the sun and it's gonna get hot. So we're just grabbing it real quick. Not going anywhere. Yeah, I can tell already. Like I didn't even notice it's actually getting warm. This one's colder, so we'll start drinking the warm one. This one should stay colder. All right. What's up, Robbie B? Ooh, that was weird. There's like a hot streak in here. Maybe from where the sun was kind of heating it up. I felt the warm go down and it kind of just chilled out and dissipated into itself. The heat. All right. What's the first law of thermodynamics? I don't know, but isn't the second law like energy is not destroyed, it's conserved or something? I don't remember. I used to know. I don't know if the laws of thermodynamics compare to that, apply to that water bottle. Oh, no, sword and shield, sorry. All right. The last set we did left-handed, so this will be right-handed. And if you just tuned in, we're doing triathlon sets. There's a whole format where it's sword and shield, longsword, buckler. So I'm doing basically like sets of 170, where I figure I wouldn't probably throw more than 50 shots with sword and shield. So we're getting 50 of this. When I do this, I'm pretending I'm blocking their arm, for example. Now I'm blinding them. That was 50. Kind of decent hits. I mean, that's not super speedy or anything. We're not really going for the super speed on these. This triathlon, I'm just trying to get through them. They usually give you the break in between, but I'm just going right from one set to the other. A little chill, but no break. Plus the other thing, in the last like 3 days, let's see, I've slept 5. In the last 3 days, I probably only slept like, I bet you like 12 hours, like max. It is really busy. I work at night, but the good thing is working at night, I get to take my daughter to her horse shows and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, I don't have to like, for lacrosse practice, Wednesday it's in the morning, I don't need to like, take time off work to go. I just go after night shift. I think I'm a little sluggish though because I really have slept like 12 hours in 3 days. but all these hits would count. That's you don't have to swing any harder than that in boo hurt, really. I'm pretty certain that's 100. And now we're doing 20 with the buckler. These ones I am trying to go a little faster. So what's up, double R? French Lauer, what's up? What's up, Soli? If you're still there, how's it going today? Alright, that's a quick set of 20. Focusing on speed, I'll have to watch the replay and see. I'll be the judge of that speed. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if that was very fast, but anyway. The next set will be left-handed. Let's write this down so we don't forget. Well, the cool thing, we're going to clear 70,000. If we keep a good pace, what time is it? I wanted to get to bed by 10, but we got a late start. Tingle or Thingle. So, I do some LARPing, but I'm training for fighting and armor for the steel fighting for boo hurt, and there's this format where it's sword and shield, and then longsword, and then buckler, and they give you like 30 seconds between each change of the format, the weapon style. You know what I mean? But I'm trying to not take the break and just drop the sword and shield, pick up the long sword. You know what I mean? Yo, and Tin Man, thanks for the likes. Oh man, I tell you what, we had a couple crazy streams last week, didn't we? Twice we were averaging like 120 people or more. That was crazy. I don't know what caused that. Yeah, but we had averaging 120 people and just viewing for hours. I'm just talking about like either like the girlfriend stuff, the boo hurt stuff, funny stories. I got off work late today. I had this patient who didn't want to do anything. Like, he's refusing his blood work. Wouldn't let us check his blood sugar. Didn't want to go to the x-ray. I talked him to go down to get his x-ray before I left. I mean, why come to the hospital? I was like, they need to see your blood work because your potassium was high when he came in. It was 7.8. Then no, it was 7.6. Then it went to 7.8 after getting meds for it. You know, and then it was down to I think it's 7.2. Then it's 6.8. Then this morning, not this morning. I get it. You know, like you getting poked 50 times for blood, but that's the only way you're gonna find out. He could get out of here today if his potassium's fixed. But if you want to get your morning blood work, they're not gonna know. So let's do a left-handed set here. You know, but like, why come or even stay in the hospital? No, he doesn't want to get his x-ray. Doesn't want to get his... He's diabetic. He won't let us check his sugar. You know what I mean? Like, it's just... Whatever. What else did he want? He won't let us get his blood... wouldn't let us get his blood pressure. Whatever. Alright. Left-handed set here. Left-handed sword and shield and the longsword and the buckler. Depending how longsword goes, I may take a break at 50 left-handed because I don't necessarily... I don't normally do left-handed longsword, and it's a totally different movement with my arms. I don't want to, like... I actually don't want to hurt myself doing that. This isn't bad, because this is like... My hand's like... I swing like a Lego guy. Like a minifigure. Alright, that's 50 with the sword and shield. It's mainly just getting the exercise of my right arm holding a shield up. Surprisingly, it's hard. Yo, Edge. What's up, Tree, if you're still there. Left-handed set of longsword here. So it might look a little goofy. Like this. Alright. Tiny little break to say hi to everybody. That is 50. Left-handed. Yo, again, what's up there? Heart the Rose Barbecue. Have you been here before? I seem to like, the avatar looks familiar. Hey, what's up, OG Spins? If you're still there, sorry, I sometimes don't catch right in the middle when I'm doing a set. Just because if it's a longer sentence, I usually see it, but I must have just thought, hey, OG, what's up? Thanks for the comment. And what is up? Let's keep saying what's up to everybody. What's up? If you ever see me doing this so I can read, what's up, JCD? What's up, Randy Smith? All right, so this is left-handed, which I hardly ever do, but I really need to do more of it. Whoa. I tell you what, that's a whole other set of muscles. Like, when I do those left-handed like that, like, I feel it. It's crazy. Ugh. And Rose the Heart Barbecue, if that's a company, man, that's awesome. Oh, left-handed, I forgot. We're going to do these all left-handed. Oh, that was so bad. I really gotta work. Those left-handed backhandeds like that are so hard for me. I don't know why. Like, it's like, I feel like I've never done one in my life. Like, this way, right-handed, no problem. Left-handed, I tell you what we're gonna do. Let's mark this set. I'm going to work on that left-handed strike a little bit. So up there, Arbo 63. We are still averaging 10 up here. As you can see, I'm getting all these blisters now. Oh, well, let's shout out to Posse. I see Tin Man's here. His logo's there. Yo, Tin Man, Ronnie, Steamy Snaps. That's what I call it the Posse. Everyone who's the concurrent viewers. Thanks for putting in watch time, and special thanks for hitting that like button. And what's also up, Natasha, Brendan, Jason, Jolly Boy, HG, Carol, Joseph, Riley. Oh, like I'm telling you, Elizabeth. Yeah, like I don't lift weights. Not like ever. I used to lift weights, but this is, like I was saying earlier, I don't have any chest muscles, really. I was thinking I should do some sets of push-ups on here, but this is all just in my backyard, hitting the dummy. Maybe some muscle memory from over the years, just from, yeah, I mean, it's just like, whatever. And the thing, I don't want to get to the point where, so many of these movements, I'm getting a glare on the, sorry, I didn't realize we're getting a glare. Where's the dummy? So now that I set the camera mirrored it, it's opposite. Another thing too, like, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so many of these movements are forward. I'm really trying to make sure, I want to make sure I start getting something here where I'm pulling back with some weight too. I don't want to get like an imbalance. See, like my front shoulders are bigger than my back. My back's pretty hairy. I'm just doing this so I can look later to see what my back looks like. And I kind of got some lats to stick out. Kind of. But I want to make sure I'm doing pulling motions too, which I'm really not. I need to think of a solution for that. I don't want to have an imbalance where it's all just these frontward attacks, and then I have an imbalance because these muscles are bigger, and you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to work on a couple sets with this going. I really need to do these backhands need to be better. We're moving this so it's, I'm trying to have that sun in the way, but I need to be on the screen with the dummy, and so I can see chat. I guess it's kind of right? Alright, I need to work on these. We're going to just do a random set. I don't know how many we're doing, but that'll help so it's not an even number at the end. I don't want it to be like 3,000 exactly, you know what I mean? I'm also going to write this set down here because we haven't yet. Trying to keep my foot on the camera so anyone just tuned in doesn't think it's just a blank screen. Mark that set down we did. This is going to be a random number generator. I don't know how many we're doing. We are at 69. We are almost at 70,000. 70,000 hit. Everybody who's here is coming up pretty soon. I'm not going to tell exactly when it is. But it's in like one of these next couple sets. Depends how many I do left-handed here real quick. Nicholas, thank you for sharing the live. Alright, this is the thing I was saying. I want to work on this backhand. Hey, that actually felt pretty good. Maybe I'm doing something wrong, body mechanics, why the left hand feels so bad. This is right-handed. And I try and like get my sword so it ends out here somewhere. The left-handed though is so slow and it just wears out my muscles for some reason. I feel like it's horrible. That's like about 12, you know. Hourglass Gauntlet! Everybody! The Hourglass Gauntlet. Huh. Also has some videos of stuff like this. If you want to check somebody out that does that exercises and does Pell work. It's about 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. The important thing is my arm is ending in a good spot. Oh geez, I just busted his ear open. The dummy's getting hurt. Right-handed guy, but I'm better. Are you really? Huh? Irene, thanks for hitting that like, Irene. Oh my, oh, jeez, I didn't realize we're I even think we're like over a couple hundred. Well, we're at 1.7 thousand. I appreciate the hitting that button. Like, I fought left-handed. The thing I have a real problem with left-handed is sometimes like hitting myself in the head. If I'm trying to mimic all the same things I do right-handed, you know, like a lot of times I just kind of drop my shoulder down, coming this way. If I'm trying to hit this way again, I usually just bring it up and like this. And I have a problem sometimes left-handed of coming down and going like this and then hitting myself in the head. So I'm working on that. That's probably 20. Was that 20? I lost track. We're at least 18. I remember calling out some number like that. But I'm trying to like get the muscles in my left hand down a little bit better, because I notice when I'm doing these left-handed sets like that, what happens is I come and do that and it's just like it feels so slow. That's interesting though that you're better left-handed. That feels pretty good, actually. Now I'm getting a little worn out there. I don't want to like overdo it left-handed yet. So here's how that works. I believe we did 33. So we're gonna write that number here. Leave him alone. I know. But you know what? That's our random sit there. Thanks for hitting that like button. But you know what? He can use his mind, and there's been times where I was just out here, and you know, like the force, he doesn't even need a hand to mimic it. Like sometimes I'll just be out there cutting the grass, so I'm like, and he lifts me up in the air. I'm like, nah. And he lets me go because he has the force. So he's on a higher level than me. I'm using just a sword, and he can actually, like, this is so dumb. I'm trying to think of an excuse. Yeah, you're right. He doesn't have any arms. I should leave him alone. However, I'm paying him for my services today. I bought his. He signed a waiver. That's what it is. All right. Yeah, not. Left-handed people feel weird using a mouse and keyboard. Yeah, I do. I actually really do. And I've tried it at work. Because sometimes I'll sit down at the computer it's set up left-handed and I'm like, I can't do this. This is the triathlon sets, everybody. Where it's sword and shield. And then it's longsword. And then it's the buckler. Boy, I gotta sit this somewhere. The glare on this is getting horrible, everybody. I try and do it. Yeah, we'll still be on here. Alright. See, there's trees. And there's gaps in the branches, so I'm in the shade, but the sun will move a little bit, and the next thing I know, I look, and there's like this big rainbow kind of like bright light blurred out, and you can't see the picture quality looks horrible. Alright, next set of 170. 50 sword and shield, 100 longsword, and 20 of the buckler. And this is a right-handed set. And if anybody's wondering, yes, the neighbors know what we do here. The neighbors have come out and watched me and my teammates fight each other. From what shows? I might miss something. Yes, yep, we're about to action right now. We're gonna do a couple sets of these kind of in a row, just so you know. All right, so it's gonna be a right-handed set and a left-handed set. Generally, they do give you 30 seconds in the middle to kind of rest, but I'm not going to do that part. Oh. Alright, that should be 50. Let's move it on to the longsword with a minimal break here. This is still the right-handed set. I love center grip shields. Out here, I'm in like Pittsburgh, PA area, and our team's all about those center grip shields. I love them so much compared to strap shields. Make sure I can maybe hit that camera. I gotta watch out. Oh, it got stuck on my glove. Now we get that little tiny shield. This is more like a speed set here. Trying to get a. some quick hits in, because now the last round is just first to 5 points. Catch up on chat in 1 second here. Alright, those are kind of quick, I guess. I really should get my dueling saber out for this. I don't want to go back inside though and get it. Tonight, there might be a live stream, just so everybody knows. Nope, there won't be, because we're going to get home, it's going to be dark. This is the only live stream for today. I'm going to do a set left-handed now, just so everybody knows. I'm marking out on the board there. I want to get 10 of these sets in. This one's going to be left-handed. Thanks for everybody that's just tuning in. Thanks for a follow. KG, I'm going to tell you in 1 second. My little band-aid came off from my glove. Thanks for the likes. I got it. Oh, so check this out. So look at my hands here now. I'm getting all these, like, I have a callus for here. I'm going to tell you, KG, I'm going to tell you in 1 second. This now I have, this one just popped off and I felt this one come off. So I have all these blisters, right? So I'm got a date Friday with and she's a like skincare expert. I'm a nurse, work in the medical field, right? So I always meet these medical professionals, and she's not a dermatologist. She's like kind of like the other kind, like the, you know, where you go to the spa kind of stuff, like a practitioner. And I'm just like not looking forward to me sitting there with this permanent black stain on my knuckle from these gloves. It's now like underneath in this callus. She knows, she's all about the sword fighting though, so it'll probably be all right. But I'm kind of be a little embarrassed now. My hands are so beat up. Maybe she'll have some tips. Spin attacks, Elizabeth. Crap, sorry, I just saw that. I don't. But you're the second to ask in as many streams. A couple days ago, someone was asking. So you know what we'll do? We'll have a spin attack day. And I'm streaming every day. It won't be like one of the next ones, but we will, Elizabeth. Oh, and KG, what am I getting ready for? So I don't have a fight till September, an official fight. My next 2 official fights, I'm going to be hitting this dummy while we're talking. Just because I did say I was going to do a couple sets in a row. So I have, there's this league, it's called Boo Hurt International. If you want to look it up, I'm actually ranked, I think I'm still ranked, tied for 2nd in buckler. So it's in armor, right? This is also some extra info for anyone else that just tuned in. Yeah, yep, like Tin Man was saying. You can search that term, armored combat. What's up, okay? Thanks for tuning in. So, there's this format. They have it's always sword and shield. Best of you fight 2 rounds unless it's a tie. Then they have the longsword category. They have the buckler category, but that's first to 5. And there's a polearm category, right? 60-second rounds, whatever. So they came out with this new format where it's sword and shield, and then it's longsword, and then it's buckler. And I've been dying to try it, but the thing is, I haven't fought sword and shield for literally years. So I'm trying to bring it out so I'm training today specifically. This is one of the first days I'm actually training for something specifically. So I'm actually getting used to holding a shield again. Because I never fight sword and shield. And it's just something like, so I'm trying to just make sure I'm still able to do it. I believe it's the best out of all, the best 2 out of 3 of the formats. So if you win 2 and lose 1 format, then you're still gonna win. What's up, Slim? What I need to do is get my timer out, my interval timer, and do it actually like 3 I need to actually time these, and I should probably do that. Not today, but I'm gonna get that timer out. I have a timer that I can keep track of it. I really should. But I think 50 strikes, 50 swings in a sword and shield duel is good. What's up, Alan? Whoa. Ah. How am I missing that from so close? It's sticky. Huh. Get back there. Alright, now it's buckler time. Left-handed. I just realized I did that whole set right-handed. Oh, I'm missing chat. 1 second. Or was this right-handed? Huh. I might have just, whatever. And those last ones, it's just 20. It's just trying to work on the speed. Keep my speed up. Whew. So, I'm going to get to chat in 1 second. Let me just update this before I forget. I have a tendency to not write them down sometimes. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to do a free set of 170. We're at... I think this next set's the 70,000th hit. Just guesstimating. Oh, KG, thanks for the follow. If you're still there. Yeah, it's like, woo, every day. We're almost at 7% of a million. And it's day 22. I'm not counting like my 22nd day. This is my 20th day hitting the dummy. But it's day 22 if you count like the days off. You know what I mean? I like this angle better down here. Good. The sun's kind of going. That's what I was saying. I don't know if I completed that sentence earlier. That thought. Like, I'm in the shade, but the thing is, it'll sneak in between the branches, and before I know it, like, there's like this big glare on the camera. I think we're gonna be good here for a little bit. Maybe not. Look, it's already getting a glare. All right, next set. We're gonna try and get a couple of these tournament style sets in here real quick. That's good, because then I can look at chat. I wish I could just see them. Like, do they make those goggles? What's up there? Zomek, Gold Digger, Austin, Spartan 5-0. Yo, what's up, Spartan 5-0? Get this coffee here. As you can see, my hat, my hat's totally soaking wet. There it is. There goes all that sweat. Oh. Try not to let it drip into the coffee, though. That's important. I don't want to drink my sweat. Alright. 11 a.m. is the max time I'm streaming. Just so everyone knows, we got 45 minutes probably at the most. I wanted to stream till 10, but I got off work late. Like I was saying, the Sky wasn't cooperating. Wouldn't let us get his blood work. He was refusing his vitals. He wouldn't go down and get this x-ray. The transport people came up to get him for the x-ray. He refused to get on the thing. They left. We had to get them to come back. I went in and talked this guy into go getting his x-ray. Like, I'm like, why did you... Like, I was like, they're not going to let you go if they don't get your x-ray, for one. And they needed to get your blood work to see what your potassium is, because it was so high when he came in. He's like giving us, he's like, I don't want to. He's like, I don't want to. Well, then how are you going to get out of here? You know, if your blood work comes back and the chest x-ray is good, then you'll get out of here today. Right-handed or is this left-handed? This is a right-handed set. So because this guy wouldn't go get his x-ray and all that stuff, I ended up getting a late start to the stream. Plus, I've been up for a long time. It's kind of getting slow. Just to even get set up today was a little bit of a chore. What's up there, Dark Outlaw? What's up, Dave Moyer? And what's up, 0728? Bam! That's fitty. Alright, here comes the longsword. The last one I know I did the last one right-handed, so we're gonna do this set left-handed. This is a left-handed set. Whoop. So weird how it just, that's left-handed, just feels so weird. Still. And now, we get the smaller shield out here. Whew. I did the last one left-handed, so this will be a right-handed set. Oh man, I got my belly button sweat on it, I guess. That's going to turn the rust out and clean it off. Challenging opponent with some, yes. Well, the real opponent will have arms and a sword. This one, yeah. This is my one. He signed the waiver just to take some hits today. And yeah, me and some of my teammates are probably getting together here not too long from now. We'll probably live stream an actual practice. And they'll all have arms. And we'll be punching each other and kicking each other. Haha. Hitting each other with axes. I don't know, I might not use my axe. I kind of moved away from axes lately. Trying to adjust this because this freaking sun. Hold on. Set the shield on the cord there. We're going to move the dummy uphill now. I think it's at a point where the sun now is going to be always in the way. So we're going to move the dummy uphill. We're going to have a good... I like this guy. I got him. My workouts have been so much better since we became friends. I'm actually pretty tired too. I've been... In the last, if you weren't here and heard this, in the last 3 days, I've slept 12 hours with everything I've had going on. After this, I'm going to bed. That's why I'm gonna get 6 hours of sleep. Then I get my daughter to lacrosse practice. Oh, if I end up here by myself tonight, if she's not staying over, I think she will. But if she's not, then I'm going to stream in the backyard with the spotlight. I'm pretty sure though she's staying over. No, the dummy's on the camera. I'll be really on the camera, though. All right. 2 more sets of that, and we're going to be at 10, which is going to be great. That's 1,700. I'm just going to kind of get right into it, though. I'm keeping an eye on chat, just so we don't miss anybody. Like, what's up, the bouncer? Odds are no live stream tonight. If there is, I will announce it on my little notepad thing there above my avatar. Boop, boop. If yeah, if I'm home alone, I'm gonna come out here. Might as well. Dude, I used to put in some serious gaming time. Like, I haven't done any, like, in weeks. I've done the bare minimum in Warframe. I just log on only every couple days and do the daily stuff. Kind of funny, man. I used to, this side quest has been, like, life-changing in a way where I've not played PlayStation more than a couple hours in weeks. And I used to play, like, a lot. I have a gaming channel on here. It does actually really good for Warframe content. Man, like, I'm out of content. I posted on there, it's like, oh my. I don't have the footage because I haven't been playing. I like this better, though. Fighting armor. Oh, I actually just tapped myself in a bad spot there with the sword. All right, here we go. Next set. 2 more sets of this. We'll be at 10 sets for the triathlon format. What's up there, Abel? Yo! Timeout from hitting a dummy. Mike Webb. I always get down on one knee. Give it all a little praise. Thanks for hitting that like button. Mike Webb making me start the set over because I lost count. But that's all good. I appreciate you stopping by and hitting that button. So that, I think we'll just say that was 20. That's more than 20. Peekaboo. Hello. We'll just do a couple hits of grow on, you know, just for the ones sometimes when I'm a little short and I mess up. All right, longsword time now. Here it is. It's time for the longsword. The best sword, if you ask me. The camera's in the shade now. Well, I'm on the camera. What's up there, Omicron Samurai? A samurai! The dummy's clothes are actually getting kind of shredded. See the white coming out? The filling of the clothes is actually coming out. Huh. It's going to be time to buy a new outfit here soon. You know what I should do? I should put my old fencing jackets on it. What's up there, Eric? And what's up? Oh, come on. Someone else tune in. No. All right, Eric. The latest one to join. How's it going today? What's up there, Ink? What's up there, Merc? Whoop. cutting the trees down again. This is not a sharp sword, but I'm just smashing the trees. Ink. If you're still there, thanks for hitting that like button. Much appreciated. All right, the next set is just 20, kind of going for speed. I'll try and adjust this camera so we're both on the camera here in a moment. Whew. All right. In the last category, you're not allowed to punch with the shield. You can lay it on them, but I just try and get some fast hits. See, these way. Oh, I kind of punched. Let's actually just get some edge on hits. That is more than 20. But that right there, everybody, we are one set away from a set of 1,700. Woo! In a triathlon format. Big Chief. Yo. Oh. Whoa. Heart meat. Jeez. Ink spill. I wish it stayed on longer. Thank you. So for that, you're going to get a nice high intensity set. That's what these sets of 100 are for from the donations today. Those are sets. I know a lot of people are like, you don't got to do anything for it. I like to at least try and bump up the intensity. So we're going to do a good set here. We'll do the sword and shield. Let me sit over here so we got a good view. Oh, man. And you get to be in the highlight. For the highlight, anybody, even if it's just one rose, I put the name in the highlight. The highlight usually uploads a couple hours after the live stream. Alright, can I see myself in here? Can you all see me? Alright, this is a set we're doing for the heart me, where I am going to punch, I am going to kick. This is more like the stuff, the MMA stuff I trained for. The last stuff that you've been watching is me doing, it's for a different sort of format where it's weapon strikes only. Trying to get a little pumped up. I've been awake all night. This is after night shift. What's up there, Lawrence? Just in time. Here we go. Push off. Get up the hill. I'm off the camera. Yo, thanks for that heart me, Ink. Oh, and that crosses. That is the 5th donation set. So, besides just that, Sean, thank you for hitting that like. Oh. So not only that, it is a set of 500. Oh. Give me a little worn out there. Yo, but thanks. I appreciate the heart me. Is this still working? So the Community Fest thing, like I got on, I don't know. It seems like the Community Fest stuff is over with. I'm going to get a drink. We're going to do another set though. So don't worry, just about 30 seconds. We'll be hitting this dummy again. Woo! But yeah, I went to log in, do my daily check-in. Looks like the whole Community Fest thing's over. I don't know if anyone out there else live streams. The thing I hate is I try and search online. I'm like, you know, community fest rewards, and then the Google search will just show like freaking like it's just 30 TikTok videos of somebody just talking about it on their TikTok video. Like I just want to read it. I wish so bad I could just read stuff. Or, you know, it'll say TikTok. I'm like, oh, it'll have an exclamation. I click on it. It's like somebody's video. Half the time, they don't even tell you what doesn't relate to the title. One bottle down. You know what I mean? Like, I swear I clicked on one. It's like, so I was getting up there close to like a C5 level. I don't even know if that's still going on. You know what I mean? And Ink, if you're still there, I don't even know if I don't see why it doesn't show up, but I used to have a thing where I could put your name up here to display that she gave me the thing. It would say celebrate. I just don't see it. If it pops up, I will. What's up, AV? But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to search on the gifter thing, or I just want to look up the different gifts. I want to look up what the fragment is, because I was like really close to being a C5 level streamer or something, you know. And it just the results just videos. I wish I could just read it. Next set. That's why I don't like these style hats, because I'm bald, like naturally bald. See what I mean? So when I wear these kind of hats, it just looks goofy. It's like it's a big bald spot, you know. Like what do you see first? My eyes? If I walk in a room, you know, and I'm walking in like, hey everybody, like what do you like? Do you like look at my eyes, or you stare at this? That's why I hate these kind of hats. But I love this hat. It's one of my favorite hats, but it's just like, I wear them backwards a lot. That's why I never wore it till I started streaming. All right, we're getting a set in here, everybody. Thanks, Charles. Oh man, everybody is about to get blessed. Plague Baby is here. If Plague is here, sometimes I always imagine that someone's just logging on TikTok for today, and that just happens to put me in their stream because we're friends and because they've stopped by before. But if Plague's here, y'all are blessed. We got some more Boo Hurt folks up in the chat, in the house, is this a house? We're outside the house, outside of my house, in the backyard. Neighbors are out. Like I was saying, the neighbors know what we do. The one time I was out here in my underwear with that steel codpiece talking to chat, I didn't even have my helmet on or anything because they were looking over, because I'm just kind of new to live streaming, and they were probably like, this dude's talking to his phone now, holding a sword in his underwear. Alright. This set of the triathlon format is going to put us at 1,700 hits for today out of the triathlon. That would be 2,300 total for today, which would put we hit the 70,000 mark, everybody. I did let everybody know it was coming up, but I don't know what it was. What's up there, Daniel Bonilla? I bet I said that right too. Bonilla. People probably say Bonilla. Alright, that's 50. I can read English names, I can read Cyrillic names, I can read Spanish names. So yeah, I like when someone with a Cyrillic name comes by, because I believe I say them correctly. Am I on this? Yeah, I'm kind of on here. Instead of 100, I'm gonna hit this tree. I just know it. Is there a little bit of a glare? We'll fix the glare right after this. So I usually don't like do medieval footwork. I'm one that actually kind of hops around. I usually hop and jump. For me, it's a lot more comfortable than medieval footwork. I'm purposely aiming at that shoulder. The clothes are like ripping off. All right. Next, we got the sword and buckler set to do. And this is going to be, we're 20 reps away from 10 full sets of triathlon, which is my goal today. So we'll probably get some of the more like MMA kind of hitting dummy stuff. Yo! Pestilence Ghoul! Oh my gosh! I'm checking to see if they're still here. No. Oh man. I'd love to see them in alive. Get this glove back on, because I will get more blisters if I don't. This sword here is a blister given king or queen. I don't know which one. All right, everybody, that is 10 full sets of triathlon, and we have 20 minutes to stream. 21 minutes. I've met my personal goal of doing 10 triathlon sets. I may just stick with triathlon the rest of the day. Like I said, we got 20 minutes. I had the whole day off yesterday. What's up there, Juicy Jack? My left hand was killing me a little bit. You know where it was hurting? Right where that handle from this shield is. I better stop drinking that coffee or I'll never fall asleep after this. I'm wide awake again. See, that's the thing. Like, I worked all night. The sun's up. I'm working out. I'm wide awake. And I only drank like this much out of that cup of coffee. Oh my. But yeah, we're streaming till 11. My hand it's been a little sore right around here, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird. We've hit this thing over 70,000 times now in 3 weeks. So, yeah, I mean, day 22, 70,000. We're over 70,000. That's crazy. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to stick with this format because I'm not punching with the shield as much. Unless there's donations, I do the MMA style rules almost like no matter what. So we're going to do a left-handed set. Here we go. Oh yeah. Left-handed set. And everybody's just tuned in still, thanks. Actually, let's give a shout out real quick. Yo, what's up there, King Shred? Because we still are, this is nice. I love it. Irene, Sean, Ronnie. I'm going through everyone. I like to go through everyone. When there's just like 10 to 20 of us, it's great. I love to shout y'all out. Irene, Sean, Tomasetto, and Ronnie. Thanks for the watch time and also for getting that gifter badge for hitting the like button. And also, what's up? Mike Webb's still here. And then Steamy Snaps, Brendan, Jolly Boy's still here. What's up, Carol, with the Betty Boop on me, and Sunshine, and Ninja Turtles. Thanks. Because I know a lot of people just tune in. Some people put in, I'll be like, man, someone was watching for like, there's people that have this on for an hour. And I'm like, that's crazy. So I like to give a shout out because not everybody likes to use a chat or can use a chat. That way you get acknowledged, just like when someone hits the like button. If you get watch time on those, when you're here with the posse, I like to give you all some recognition for hanging at. That's a Pittsburgh accent. I live in like right outside Pittsburgh. Instead of out, you say at. Hanging out or hanging at. Thanks for the hitting that like button there. Tyler. Ah, see? That's what I was just saying. Tyler, yo, thanks for hitting the like. The same as like, because a lot of people just put in watch time, so I like to give everybody a shout out for the watch time. Just as much as the likes. All right, so here we go. This is this next set of 170, 50 sword and shield. Oh, we're doing it left-handed. That's right. I think 50 sword and shield, 100 longsword, and 20 of the buckler. Let's go. So this is left-handed. I did it again. Smashed my fingers off my shield. That's why we practice left-handed. So, I'll explain what happened. When I'm pushing this shield into their face, I can kind of hit around the pointy part down here. Right? But if I want to come down like this, I have to drop this shield to hit them. And then I can put it right back. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like, I don't drop it down enough. And when I swing it left-handed, and I hit it, and then my freaking fingers bash off the corner of the shield. We'll just say we were at 10. Oh, hate that. But it wouldn't happen when I have my metal gloves on when I'm actually fighting in these for real. You know? What's up there? IMD33. What's up there? Denise Abbott. I'm scared I'm going to smash my fingers again. See how uncoordinated my left hand is? I smack it off my shield. Alright, that should be 50. Long sword set of 100. We're going to do this left-handed too, everybody. So it might look a little goofy. Oh, some huge bee just flew past my head. I don't know if y'all heard it in chat, but it was loud. Alright, this is left-handed. I'm actually going to take time and not just whack it. And kind of like focus on being nice and having a nice edge on hits. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't help my muscle coordination by just smacking it left-handed. I've just come to realize that. And whenever I swing it, I hear it whiff in the wind. It goes, whoosh, makes that cutting sound. So I know it's edge on. I think that's 65. I actually think it's more than that, but this is what we're counting it. Alright, that was a good set of 100 with left-handed only. Now we come and use this buckler here. What's up there, Drake? Hand. What's up there, Jinx? What's up there, Donnie Martin? If you're still there, hello today. How's it going, everybody? Oh, Yeah. All right, here we go. These are kind of, that's right, left-handed, kind of working on the speed. Yeah, all right. Trying to save my left hand from punching today. I had a whole day off yesterday. Might as well at least give my left hand a little bit of a break. Because my left hand is kind of killing me. From all this shield punches. Is that Best? Best T, what's up? Another set of that coming up here in a moment. Got 12 minutes, everybody, just so everybody knows. We'll do another shout out at the end, though, before we go. We'll get a total on here. We'll get a couple more sets of this in. I tell you what, my arms aren't even phased by this anymore. Other than these odd things where, like I was saying earlier, my left hand. Let's just do that. Let's actually I might get a set in here again like we were doing these backhands. Specifically, I'm gonna do like just a random number. So these backhands like this. Left-handed is kind of weird for me. That was bad. You know what I think I found out though? Is that I think that's actually the solution. Remember how I was saying earlier? Like all these attacks are just forward striking? And I feel like I'm going to get some kind of imbalance because almost all the time I'm striking forward, not pulling back. I think those backhanded kind of swings actually might balance it out. Because if I can feel that, my left hand working back, my left arm working back here, it's got to be doing the same for my right arm too. Maybe that's how we're going to keep from getting an imbalance. So what's up, Jeff? What's up there? Another Jeff. Jeff and Jeff. Jeff times 2. What's up? Gonna get another set in here to the triathlon format just a moment. I'm just letting my shoulders rest for 1 second. Because I'm gonna be holding that shield in my left hand. And I don't want to like, it's a little worn out from doing that set there. I don't want to like get it so worn out that holding a shield is gonna make it feel goofy. I haven't fought sword and shield for so long. Actually holding a shield, we did 10, 11 sets of that. That's crazy. Still got a little bit of time left, everybody. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do one more set of this triathlon format. That's 170. So it'll be 12 of those. Oh, I didn't mark that set down. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. All right. We're going to do one more set of triathlon format. That'll give us 12 for today. I wanted to get 10, so that's cool. We got 12. We got 5 sets of the gifter sets. So that's cool too. And then I'm going to do the shout out. So we're going to do one more of these longer sets. I'm going to shout out everybody that's still tuned in. We're going to get the total for the day. And then I'm going to get to bed. So we're going to do one more set here of 170. If you just tuned in, you tuned in just a good time. Blake West. And what's up there? Philippe. Just in time for the next set. All right, here we go. And I'm kind of mimicking moving my shield around, like not in any particular set way, just trying to like keep it moving. All right. There's that. And then there's the longsword. That was 50. This will be 100. Left-handed. Alright, and a set with this buckler. Shake it off a little bit. Alright, here we go. And a couple extra to grow on. Yo! Wow. 12 sets. I was only trying to do 10 of them. That was actually fun. Alright, everybody. We're going to do shout out, then we're going to get the total here. Yo! What's up there? Spanky! That was my friend's nickname in college, my roommate. What's up? Alright. And what's up, Terry Oliver, if I didn't say that yet. Alright, everybody. In the Watch Time crew, we got Irene, Sean, Ronnie, still here, yo, with earning that gifter badge. Thanks for hitting that like button to get that. And Mike Webb still, what's up? And Steamy, still, oh, Jolly Boy, Carol, also still here, and Sunshine, and Brendan. I appreciate everyone who tuned in. Let's get the total for today. A rough estimate. That's at least 100. So, let's see. 1,700. Oh, man. 800, 900. That's like 2,000. Oh, gosh. I'm failing at math online. 60, 200. Let's do this again. Now I really gotta learn math. All right. 1,700. 800, 900, 2,040. That's at least 2,100. So we did like 2,600, something like that. So 70,000, 71,000, something or other. That's the worst part, man. I can't math. Anyways, so yeah, thanks everybody tuning in. Anyone who sent gifts, always, check out the highlight thing. I give everybody the credits in the highlight video of the day. And I don't know, if my daughter's not with me tonight, we'll be out here at the spotlight. We'll get another couple thousand reps in. If I'm home alone, if she's here, no live stream because it'll be too dark by the time I get home. And then tomorrow, I'm working tomorrow night. So tomorrow the live stream is probably going to be around like 3 p.m. like New York City time, just so everybody knows. All right. So thanks everybody who tuned in, everybody who put in that watch time, and the people that donated, everyone who even just hit the like button or just tuned in or left a comment. I appreciate it. We'll catch you again soon, everybody. Have a good day or night, depending where you're at.